what is your creative process like from start to finish? Like when you have the inception of the idea to when you hit post on YouTube, like how does that look for you?
I sit back and I basically ask myself like, what video would I want to watch? And that's basically like the starting point of my creative process. And then after that, I just start writing.
All right. So, Mr. Matchup Media, tell me a little about yourself. What's your name, and or however much you want the internet to know about your identity. I'll leave that up to you.
Yeah, I go by JP. I'm not gonna say what it stands for, but it's a full first name. It's not like a first and middle name. So yeah, I was born and raised in Houston, Texas. So I am a Texan. I'm very proud to be a Texan. And yeah, and basically I grew up creative, but not like in a sense of like I was never really like out there with it. It was just
Hmm.
sort of like a personal thing. Like I remember my first like animation I drew was on like a DSI. It was on an app called like a Flip Note.
Oh, dang.
But like yeah, but like after that, like I didn't really do anything like artistic. I was more of a, like a basketball guy. Like I just like
Okay.
playing
Got you.
basketball.
Yeah.
I like watching basketball. My favorite player was Kobe. So as far as like YouTube and stuff, I actually never knew I was gonna be a YouTuber till like 4 years ago or 3 years ago when I was in college. So that's basically it. Like this is all just yeah, spontaneous.
So, like, what? So, tell me, what are your influences? Okay, so you were creative younger. Now, a lot of people knew about it. You know, you had to focus on
Yeah.
basketball, but like, what were your influences? What were you into when you were drawing and all that?
Well, I wasn't. The thing is, like, I'm the type of person who likes to see someone do something, and then like I just get inspired by it and want
Hmm.
to do that thing. So like my first inspiration, it was like I said, I was a big DSI guy, like on the flip note. So there's a creator called Anthony, and he made like Super Mario animations,
Hmm.
and I
Hmm.
always thought it was cool. So like since I was younger, I wanted to make my own series, but like I just kept it to myself. Like I had plenty animated series when I was younger. Like I said, it was just for me and myself. But as far as like inspirations, I didn't really get inspired until like high school. That's when
Yeah.
I like started watching anime. And then
Hmm.
that's when I really started like view things like artistically and I got
Yeah.
more in like tune with like music. But yeah,
Got
it
you.
happened like my sophomore year in high school. And yeah, that was really it.
No, that's fire. What was like the first anime you remember watching as a kid?
Oh, my first anime was Naruto, but
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
can't really count unless you want to count Avatar as an anime. Do y'all count Avatar as an anime?
I feel like it's one of them borderline ones.
No, it's like that. I mean, I know, I understand the debate. I don't think you have to because it stands on its own.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
if you don't want to call it anime, that's fine. It's still fire. It still ranks
yeah,
as well as most anime. So, I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
yeah.
whether you give it that respect or not, it's a fire show for sure.
Realistically, that was my gateway to anime.
Yeah.
Like
Okay, I got you.
I never really was a fan of anime until like my sophomore year of high school. So,
Sweet.
Okay, see, until later. Yeah. No,
what
that's pretty
about y'all?
cool.
When did y'all start watching anime?
All right. I want to say Naruto, but actually it does go back farther than that when you think about it.
Really?
It goes back to the stuff that when you're growing up, you never knew was anime, like
Oh,
Digimon.
Digimon, dang.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's what we
We're going way
watched
back
when
with
we
it
were
then.
like 7, 8, 9, whatever. Digimon was like
That's
back when we
crazy.
didn't know what anime was.
That's true. I,
Yeah,
I
By the
hear you on
time we
that.
kind of had an understanding, Toonami, Naruto was,
Yeah.
the one.
I
Yeah,
feel like
that's
the thing that drew me to Naruto was like the different villages and how they had their own like personality and
yeah,
Hmm.
like
for
how they were
sure.
like just battling to be like at the top.
Yeah.
That was what really got me into anime because I always thought that concept was like cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
no,
yeah,
for sure.
So I'll say this: me and my wife, Casey, I'm telling you, we just started rewatching Naruto last night.
Oh, yeah, I did.
So we were on Netflix like it's time for
yeah,
another Naruto
Time to go
rewatch. It's
back.
probably
Yeah,
like our
yeah,
third or fourth one since we've been
yeah.
married. But and I was telling her because I jumped straight to Land of Waves arc,
Okay.
and the scene when they pulled out the Shadow Demon Shadow move with the Shuriken
Hmm.
with him and Sasuke teamed
Oh,
up and everything.
I just watched that last week.
So look, and I was telling Casey, I was like, I said, it doesn't look like it. I said, but back when I was 11 years old, I said, that moment was mind blowing. I said, sitting there watching that, I said, that was mind blowing. That was the moment you knew I'm locked in on this show. Like, this is my show right here. That moment
yeah.
when they locked eyes, like, we're gonna do this. And he turned into he did a substitution jutsu, transformation. That was dope. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. I thought that first, and then for me, my favorite part of Naruto to this day still is the training exams.
Yeah.
Like
Oh
it's old,
yeah,
it's old. It's like one of the earliest parts, but that and when they met like the second years, like Rock Lee and them,
Hmm.
I was like, dang, this is one of the coolest things
yep.
I've seen.
No. Yeah, part one Naruto, he kind of gets overshadowed sometimes, but they had nothing but bangers, I feel like, for
Yeah.
most of
Yeah,
their art.
Naruto's top two. I can't put it above One Piece, but
Yeah.
it's
Oh, okay.
Okay, so let's talk about this then. How did you get started with your YouTube channel? Like what did you know exactly what you were setting out to do from the get-go, or were you just like give me that story? How that come about?
I had an idea. Like I was, like I said, it all stems back to college. Like when you're a college kid, especially I was a freshman, I was just thinking like, what do I really want to do with my life? So at first, I wanted to become like a sports commentator, but then I realized
Mm.
I didn't really want to be behind the camera, and I didn't really want to be like Stephen A. Smith because I wouldn't want to talk down on any player, so it just looked like I'm buttering up to everybody, and like, I just didn't want to do that. That's not where my passion lied. But like I said, going back to I said the DSI, I always had like a passion for like creating something that people like enjoy. So yeah, I had an idea for making a sports media page, but I didn't really know what type of content I wanted to post on it. So originally I was gonna post just random NBA edits and stuff, or random like try to like mimic other NBA media
Mhm.
pages like ESPN or House of Highlights.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
then, like I said, my love for anime is too great, and I don't know, I just love it so much. Like ever since I started watching anime, it's been a huge part of my life.
Hmm.
So, like I said, when I started my page, I wanted to be different in a sense. I didn't want to do what everyone else is doing, and like not
Yeah,
many people when I started, were making a mashup between NBA anime content.
yeah,
So,
for sure.
I knew that was what I wanted to do, but I didn't know that there was an audience for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I started off posting like backstories of NBA players on TikToks and whatnot, just a whole bunch of NBA content, but it wasn't like growing at the pace I wanted it to grow. So I remember I made a Naruto comparison. I think it was with either Michael Jordan or KD on TikTok,
Hmm.
and that's what like gave me like 2,000 views, and I was like, okay,
There you go.
when you don't see like when you're stuck at a view gel, you're like, okay, 2K views is
Yeah.
like really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, okay, I got something here. So basically, I saw the success of that, and I kept adding to it. I kept just kept trying to perfect the craft of comparing NBA and
Hmm.
anime. As silly as it seems.
Nah,
So yeah,
yeah. Nah, man, I mean, honestly, it's coming from someone who's an NBA fan and somebody who is 2K. I'm plugged into the NBA community on YouTube. So,
yeah,
like, seeing when I first saw your stuff, I was like, oh, shoot, this is dope. This is NBA mixed with anime. And then it was anime I knew. So it was One Piece and then it was Naruto. I think the first ones I saw of yours was the Naruto ones. But seeing those comparisons, like you lot when you did the different ones, and I think you did one with Rot Lee versus Derrick Rose. Like
yeah,
it hits, I was like, yo, he's because I understand both. I'm like, yo, these comparisons are on point. And that's when I was like, yo, I was impressed not only by your animations, but your knowledge of NBA and the anime to be able to make those comparisons and make it believable.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, definitely. And the thing is, that was just pure instinct. Like I didn't really have to do too much research because like it was two things that I naturally just love. So
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
No,
so
that's
yeah,
dope to be able to have that. So, I mean, you were like, you didn't realize that, no, there was an audience for it. But I think what we're finding is that people who are into what you want to call it nerd culture, video games and anime and cartoons, things like that, are simultaneously into all the other things that you call more mainstream. And so I've seen stuff on TikTok where people making comparisons like on, pictures, images, like this person is like this, whether a celebrity or athlete or whatever. But for you, and I do want to get into this, to have the production value and to take it all the way beyond
Yeah,
just, text on a screen,
yeah.
but having a full breakdown. That takes a level of skill, which makes me want to ask, what is your creative process like from start to finish? Like when you have the inception of the idea to when you hit post on YouTube, like how does that look for you?
I sit back and I basically ask myself like, what video would I want to watch? And that's
Mhm.
that's basically like the starting point of my creative process. And then after that, I just start writing. I don't know. I just pull out the notes on my phone. I just just go in. Like I
Yeah.
just jot everything down, jot the comparisons. How I first start with the player,
Mm-hmm.
and then I try to recollect what anime character gave off that vibe or matches the personality and story. But like as far as the comparisons, it wasn't too hard because that's just something I naturally do.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
could watch the NBA and I'm like, oh yeah, this is LeBron James's
Mhm.
Whitebeard or something
Mhm.
like that. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
it's just something that comes naturally. I don't like really know how to explain it because it's like it's just once I start typing it, just everything just flows.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But as far as like drawing, that's just another thing I really can't explain. It's just like I said, I just see the characters and just
Yeah.
All right,
drawing takes very long.
yeah. All right.
Very,
So
very
that
long.
I got a couple divergent questions here. Number one, how long does it generally take to produce one video?
It depends on them. If it's hoop piece, that takes a while, especially now because I'm really trying to like make an actual story out of it.
Yeah.
Nah,
So
you
like,
definitely are.
like, but the thing is, like, you're saying that now, but I'm trying to make something like on par with what Oda's doing, and like
I feel you.
the writing process is like I said, I'm just trying to because when I started Hoop Piece, I actually started rewatching One Piece as a whole,
Okay.
just to really like study how Oda like the pacing, how he wrote. I really want to do this well because I really feel like it has a lot of potential to be something big. And
Yeah.
my main motivation for like making Hoop Piece was like so anime fans could transition into NBA fans, and so
Mm.
NBA fans
The
who think
transition. Yeah.
anime is weird doesn't really
Hmm.
see it as that and just see it as a story.
Some of those creative designs, like you're not just, it would be very easy for someone in your position to just do carbon copy, do a color palette swap. And okay, this is Kakashi, this is Jiraiya, this is second Hokage. But you're actually getting creative with the designs. And so when I'm looking at someone like Shaq, his design, and I forgot whose design I saw, was it Tim Duncan? But it was a fire design. I'm like, there's detail here. And you're taking it beyond just, okay, I'm gonna throw the same clothes that Toby Rama had on this dude, and then everybody's gonna know. You're getting creative with the color schemes, you're getting creative with the designs based on the villages. The people who watch Naruto and are deep into it can appreciate what you're doing, but also have to appreciate the fact that you're not just taking it easy. You're
Yeah.
coming up with original designs, original characters. But
Yeah.
I just want to give you props for that. Like I'm noticing
Thank
actual
you, thank
artwork.
you.
That's you're putting some work in there, man. That should not be glossed over.
Yeah,
It's
for
crazy.
sure.
So you got the art, and when it's time to start animating that, like what applications are you using? If you're comfortable sharing, like how are you putting this together?
Oh yeah, I use Photoshop and then I use After Effects.
Dang.
Okay, classic.
I just feel Photoshop is a little bit easier for me to
Yeah.
control what I'm doing, and I like
Hmm.
yeah, because I used to use Adobe Animate, but I didn't really like it,
Hmm.
so
Mm.
I just move everything to Photoshop, just tweak what I have to tweak from there,
Dang.
and I just put all the frames together in After Effects and whatnot.
The fact
Wow.
that you do edit the whole thing in After Effects is honestly very
Oh no no
impressive.
no no, I don't edit the whole thing on After.
I was about to say, bro, what the? Because
No, I use my bad. I use CapCut to put everything together.
oh, okay, okay,
So
okay.
it's yeah,
Wait. You say using CapCut.
The edits
yeah,
in CapCut,
CapCut.
but you
Even
make it.
that though, so as someone who's used, I don't use CapCut much anymore, but as someone who's using CapCut, you're actually getting higher quality than I would have expected out of CapCut with your final edited product. And maybe I haven't used CapCut in a while, so maybe I'm throwing CapCut under the bus here. But watching your video, I didn't think too much about the editing process, which is a good sign that you've done something good because I'm not thinking about the editing. But I would, if you had told me if you had asked me to guess what you're editing with, I would not have guessed CapCut. I would have guessed DaVinci Resolve, Adobe Premiere, something like that. I would not have guessed CapCut based on what you created there. So good on you for that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Thank you, thank you.
Well, one of the questions I kind of had about it, kind of you said you want to get on that level of Oda and everything with this, obviously, but do you have any plans to do like original content in terms of like something that's like completely not based off of anything?
I would love to, but like I haven't had the time yet to just like
Got you.
think about it.
Yeah. Is that something
I
that
would
you'd be
love to
interested
though.
in?
Oh, that for sure. That's probably the end goal.
Okay, nice,
But like
nice.
right now, I haven't had the time to just think of like my mind's been on Hoop Piece and
Yeah.
expanding what I have going right now. So
And then you just started, we saw you did the Naruto version of that. So how is that going to be on the same level as Hoop Piece? You going to keep that going too?
I'm glad you asked that because it's like I want to actually want to start something that I meant to announce in the video, but like I was just I spent so long on that video. I was just trying to get it out there.
Got you.
But I want to have like a whole, like sort of like how Marvel has its own like universe.
Yeah.
I want to have like my own like NBA anime universe where like whatever anime you watch, you could just dive into it.
You have yourself the hoop verse essentially.
Yeah, but I don't know if I'm gonna make like episodes of like Naruto and NBA, but I'm definitely gonna try to expand that universe.
Nah, that's
Like,
cool.
So here's the question I gotta ask you, because I was about to say something, then I'm gonna ask you. Are you aware that you are a successful YouTuber and content creator? Do you see yourself as that?
not yet.
See, I had to feel it. You are, and I'm not saying that so that you can take the foot off the gas because you're a driven person. I get that, but you are. So I need you to kind of get his mind frame. What's it like to? Well, let me ask you this first. What was that moment where you had a video take off on YouTube on Matchup Media, where you were like, okay, we're getting somewhere, like something's kicking off, where it kind of energized you?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm so down in my thoughts sometimes that I really like, I don't know. Cause even when who, cause YouTube for me, it's like my videos have always been like taking off like real slow. It's
Mhm.
like the first episode I dropped of Hoop Piece, the first day I got like 400 views and like some likes. And I was like, I just thought the idea was like, okay. I was like, yeah, I just felt, and it took a while for it to like to really.
To
It
get
took like a
going.
week for it to like really kick off. So I didn't
Yeah.
really, and then like when my views do bad, I try not to look at my analytics to like get my like morale down, because like that ends up like affecting my creative process, not in a bad way, because I end up getting more motivated from it, but
I
in
need
a
you
way
to
it's like,
understand something here. You've got your lowest viewed video that I can see on your channel right now is what, 1.7 thousand views? Might be your lowest view. 1.4 is your lowest viewed video that I can see just as a quick look. And I'm telling you this because I got an email from YouTube to let me know some of these stats, and I had to kind of look it up on Google real quick to refresh myself. But 90% of videos uploaded to YouTube never break 1,000 views.
did not know that.
So, and actually, I think that's incorrect. I think it's 99 because this is the AI Google trying to put it together. The top 1% of YouTube videos typically generate over 100,000 views. That's top one. All right. And you have, just quick cursory glance, at least one video that is over 100,000 views, and some that are, I see 36, I see 26, I see 7,000, 47,000. So I need you to understand that you are in the top 1% of YouTubers. And the fact that that's not enough for you, you want something greater, good, awesome. That means you're going to get it. You're probably going to get it. And won't be long before
Thank you so much.
it's not going to be long before something kind of cracks, hits viral, gets picked up by some social media aggregator, and then people will start looking at it, and you'll have that viral moment. But what's clear is that you don't need viral moments to have an audience, to have a community, and to have good, consistent viewership.
Yeah.
There are people who the first video they upload, some reason, somehow, chance happens, they go viral and they'll get 1 million views, and then the rest of their stuff is just a dozen views here, 100 views there. But you've got a consistency. Your baseline is over 1,000, and your breakouts are over 100,000. So, and in between is a nice scattering there. So, someone who spends a lot of time in analytics and has been doing this since 2012 and watched YouTube go through all the changes, you're in a very good position, much better than most people. And it just takes that one kickoff for you to go viral. However, you don't need it. It's better that it kind of hasn't happened that way for you, because if it had, it would have dictated how you created your content.
Yeah.
But you've been able to create your identity because it didn't break off that way. So that's a good thing. The people who strike it big viral, they never get a chance to truly find their identity because then they have to chase that. So the fact that it didn't happen for you that way is good, because now you've created something that actually is good, that has an audience, people enjoy. You keep doing that the rest of your life if nothing ever catches viral like that. But it's not virality that you should be chasing if you want longevity, if you want to create good content. It's consistency, it's audience, it's community, it's quality content, and you have that, and it's working. And so I just want to encourage you with that. And I had a feeling, I was like, this dude don't even realize what he got, what he anything that you want to shout out, anything upcoming that people should know about, or just stay locked in.
I mean, I got a MJ versus LeBron Naruto video that I'm working on right now.
That's what I want to see, because he just sent me the one right before that of ranking everybody top card. I really enjoyed that one. The Naruto connected stuff is probably my favorite stuff, honestly. And I was ready, like, okay, now let's see. I said, all right, we're on 2 people left. It's gonna be LeBron and MJ. And then he's like, all right, come back next. I'm like, come on, man. Like, I gotta see.
Nah,
I want to see that.
the thing is, I wanted to do it all in one episode, but it was just taking too.
No,
Because
it
my
was-
first idea was it was ranking like current NBA players with just like any anime character. And then I had like watched like a music video and it had like a Japanese like instrumental. And I was like, oh, I want to make like a Japanese type video. And I was like, you know what? Let me just do Naruto. So like I had to like
there you go.
I had to restart the video.
Oh
And it
shoot.
was just taking me too long. So I was like, I had to like split it in two. So I was like, I really did want to include Michael Jordan.
Well, no,
in
it was
it,
good
but-
though. It's good though. Whether it was because of this or not, but it's good strategy to keep people to come back. So no, I'm looking forward to that actually. So that'd be dope.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that was all my questions. You're doing good work, man. I'm really loving it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And yeah, keep it up. Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, no, I think we hit all the questions. But yeah, no, we appreciate you hopping on with us, being one of our first interview guests in this format. So we appreciate you, JP, and keep doing what you're doing, man. I mean, you got fans right here, so
Thank you.